Donald Trump said trade wars are good and easy to win. And yet, nearly a year on from that tweet, and despite a Phase 1 deal being signed, most trade tariffs are still in place. So forget the art of the deal, let's talk about the art of the trade war. WTO rules say that if one country imposes tariffs on a certain value of goods, then the other country or trading bloc can retaliate on an equal value of goods. But out of the thousands of possible products, which ones do you choose?
You're trying to hit Trump the most, while at the same time imposing very little damage to your own consumers.
In response to the US, both the EU and China aimed a disproportionate amount of tariffs at products from counties that voted Republican in the 2016 election.
Products like Kentucky bourbon in Senate leader Mitch McConnell's home state, or cranberries in the then congressional leader Paul Ryan's state of Wisconsin.
So this suggests that targeting swing voters is a key objective that countries try to look at when designing the retaliation response.
So, who's been the most effective?
We're trying to trace out what is the possibilities that retaliation could have looked like.
Our model shows that the EU actually does a pretty good job at finding retaliation that's strongly politically targeted, but also doesn't do that much damage to their own consumers. The Chinese, on the other hand, chose to impose a high degree of political targeting, but at the same time inflict a lot of damage on their own people, who will be having to pay the price increases back home on major imports like soybeans.
The Chinese could have chosen a better bundle, which, while achieving the same amount of political targeting, would have caused less harm to their own consumers.
One interpretation is that maybe the Chinese are not as competent in designing a retaliation trade-off or navigating this trade-off. Or another way of interpreting is that they simply do not care about their own consumers in the same way that the European response suggests that the EU was quite concerned.
Because China is an autocracy, it has no need to please voters or worry about election cycles, so it can make maximum impact on Trump voters regardless of the cost to its own citizens. So, are trade wars good and easy to win? Well, if you're going to start one, it might be preferable to go to war with a democracy.